Treasurer now, Josh Frydenberg. Treasurer, would this sort of replicate the flu vaccine program that a lot of big businesses put on offer for their staff?
Well, all options are on the table today, Koch. As you say, it's an important opportunity for the government to sit down with the CEOs of Australia's largest companies and the industry group representatives. They will represent more than 7.5 million workers today, those more than 30 representatives around the table. The businesses involved have had experience with the distribution and the delivery of the flu vaccine to their workers, and they're very keen to get involved in the vaccination rollout. So whether it's offering premises, helping with logistics, communication strategies, community engagement, for example, in the regional communities, I think there will be really good opportunities for us to work together, bearing in mind that last year the Morrison government partnered with the business community, whether it was on rent relief or mortgage relief that was provided to millions of Australians.
Yep. Okay, what's your view on mandatory vaccination in workplaces?
Well, obviously it depends on the particular roles that workers are undertaking. In some areas, as we know, for example, with aged care workers, we're moving to those mandatory vaccinations for those who are involved. But our guiding principle to date has been that the vaccination has been voluntary, but we want as many people as possible to take it. And the more people that do, the stronger our nation will be in beating off the virus.
Are you too soft on that? You know, it is so bad, this pandemic. We've got these different strains. Shouldn't we be a bit tougher and go, look, unless there's medical advice to the contrary and you've got a particular condition as an individual, you just got to get vaccinated?
Well, that is our message. We're very clear about
enforce
that.
it.
But that is a different step. And if you look around the country and look around the rest of the world, there is vaccine hesitancy. There always has been with previous vaccines. But I think underlining the importance of the rollout to the broader community as well as to individuals' help. And I know, speaking to some of the businesses, they want to put incentives on the table for their workers to get the jab, and they'll have that conversation around the workplace with their own staff, and that's a good thing.
But see, if I want to travel to Africa, I've got to get yellow fever or you won't let me back in, or to South America. How's it any different with this vaccination?
Well, this is where the talk of the vaccination passport comes from, because you won't be subject to the same restrictions if you've had that vaccination. And I think that's an opportunity for us going forward. And certainly the Prime Minister has raised that, and they're one of the options and one of the processes that we're working through right now.
Okay, Sydney's lockdown expected to be extended for another week. Affected residents are eligible for the Commonwealth's COVID-19 disaster payment. Are you considering any other financial support?
Not at this stage. There are two payments, the $500 and the $325 payment, depending on the number of hours a week that have been lost for a person who has been subject to these lockdowns that have gone for longer than a week. But as you know, Kochie, in the budget just a matter of weeks ago, we put an additional $41 billion of direct COVID economic support in there to ensure that the momentum in the economic recovery will continue, whether that's the tax relief that's rolling out or the other particular skills programs or infrastructure projects. We've transitioned off those emergency support payments like JobKeeper to other more nuanced support, and I think that's a good thing.
Treasurer, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.